My name is Cros. I'm representing the Armory Massive and FreestyleSession, udeftour.org, and Pro Breaking Tour. FreestyleSession is a hip-hop event that originated in San Diego in a little spot called Chula Vista. It went from a local hip-hop event and pretty much grew in 17 years to go across 20 countries around the world. And is now one of the bigger, b-boy focused events in the world where we do competition, we do shows, and just a little bit of everything.
Yo, what's up? My name is Eddie Styles, representing Rock So Fresh crew from San Diego, California. It was the first freestyle session and the second freestyle session. Those were like the only two that I actually went to or competed in. I also went to Freestyle Session Seattle. It's been dope, man. It's like those events are amazing, man.
I first came across Freestyle Session in a bootleg video, VHS. So when I first saw that like triggered me to want to move out to San Diego. I was like, dang, that's where I want to be. Because El Paso doesn't really have, we had a scene, but it wasn't as dope as it was here.
It's cool that it's here in San Diego, but it's like, it just gives me more of a reason to like destroy ciphers and rep my city. Rep San Diego and be like, we're Rock So Fresh, we hold it down here.
Doing it here is like, it's like throwing a jam at my house, like being able to posse up with all my folks here, the Armory, Fuck Eye, hip hop karaoke cats, like, KMB, my Sharpshooters crew, just a little bit of everybody, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a big powwow for San Diego, not just for Freestyle Session, you know what I mean? Today there's b-boys that do it for a living, with the tour that we're doing, Freestyle Session, doing like a $50,000 prize for the last event, and for the event tour with the UDEF and the Pro Breaking Tour, which is giving out over $250,000. So I mean, it's not a game anymore. You know what I mean? You gotta be training like non-stop. Like this is what you do. You know what I mean? Even if you have a regular job and it is a side thing, you're still in there training like never before. Like to be on the top elite level. You know what I mean? I mean, you could treat it as a game, but you probably ain't gonna get that far. The mental aspect, I mean, I'm sure it differs from person to person, you know what I mean? Like a dance battle is pretty much like a chess match, you know what I mean? Like, and just the amount of preparation before the event is gonna get you real far, you know what I mean? Like, what you're gonna do if you mess up, what are you gonna do if this beat drops, like the prep, the planning, you know what I mean? Like, you could be in a jam and if you haven't prepared long enough, if this beat drops and you don't know the beat, you already put yourself at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? Like if you know that beat, then you know, oh man, I could do these runs, in my mind, boom. Your body just goes with the flow, you know what I mean? There's a lot of big name b-boys that always continue the legacy, from the Ken Swift and Crazy Legs that still to this day are fresh. They're still influencing the world, you know what I mean? And then up even the younger generation from the 90s, they're not even younger generation, the 90s generations are in their 30s now, still pushing the boundaries and still influencing people and still being competitive to this day, you know what I mean? There's mad people, back in the day you could say, oh yeah, those guys are the dopest, nobody's beating them, but there's nobody, like there's, somebody could win a competition this week today and next week get blown out the box. That's how competitive it is. It's comparable to like UFC. Like, so this one guy could be on top of his game and then there's somebody that has his number, and it's the same thing in dancing, you know what I mean? So, I don't even remember the first time I got with Fuck Eye. It's been so long, but I mean, of course, with you, Tone, moving to San Diego, I think I remember our first conversation. It was like, oh yeah, I'm from Guam, and it was like, oh yeah, I used to live in Guam. So it went from that to, hanging out, going out. Then I think we collaborated with bringing the Jabberwockies to Guam, bringing Super Crew to Guam, and eventually bringing FreestyleSession to Guam, and just being family right off the bat, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a pretty good judge of character, so like I could have a 15-minute conversation with somebody, and right off the bat I could just be like, oh yeah, this is my fam right here, you know? And that's what I got with Fuck Eye, that's what I got with Two-Tone, and just, you know, just knowing that Fuck Eye, you know, it's always been about family, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much how we got to doing it, you know what I mean? It wasn't like some big elaborate plan, it was just like, you know, me coming with the idea, you guys coming with the idea, like, let's do this. It's like, done, you know? No questions asked. It's like, boom, you know, I got your back, you got my back. That's just what family does, you know what I mean? Like,